My name is Seneca. I have a super casual YouTube channel where I talk about anything casual or monumental related to life. And today, I just wanted to get into the mess. Well, the emotional mess that was Bachelor in Paradise, week 5, episode 8. The one apparently where Logan is Bachelor in Paradise, which makes no sense to me. So I'm going to do part 1, and then I'm going to do part 2 later, because me and my husband watch Bachelor in Paradise, but we don't watch it live. We watch it as it comes out on Hulu. But I know a lot of other people do too. So that's why people make like part 1 and part 2 recaps. And I really appreciate those because I don't watch them in time, but I have to have something to listen to at work. Anyways, so the episode starts off with, Luce coming down being like, "Where's Rodney? Where's Rodney? Where's Rodney?" And I just thought it was so funny because honestly, like, I am not a Luce fan. I'm not. Like, to me, she's a little bit too unhinged. I get it. She's an icon. She's Bachelor royalty. A lot of Bachelor podcasts really, like, I always listen to the recaps because I love the entertainment of it all. And I like getting other people's perspectives on exactly why they love The Bachelor, because it really is a social experiment. And we're all here to enjoy it. And then we should all discuss. So I think a lot of people are feeling bad for Luce, but I don't feel bad for her. The girl, I'm not gonna age shame her at all, but to me, she just doesn't feel like a lovable character. Like, sure, she's authentic and she will never like lie about who she is. But the thing is, like, I wasn't rooting for her and Rodney. Who the heck was rooting for her and Rodney? You were not rooting for her and Rodney. Like, you need to take this as a win. Because Rodney is with Eliza, who looks like a sweetie pie. And they look genuinely like they could try things out and it could be successful. I am not really rooting for longevity out of Bachelor in Paradise contestants. Because I'm like, come on. It's a Bachelor in Paradise. There are maybe 2 couples that have sustained a long relationship. And just for longevity in general, like, most people don't have longevity in a relationship, but it doesn't mean the relationship wasn't of value. So, anyways, I don't root for the end couples to, like, have a long relationship. I just hope that they, like, try things. But Rodney and Luce were just not it. They weren't it. I can't root for them. Can't see how anybody could, really. Okay, second bullet point that I have written down is that my heart was hurting for Brandon. Let me just contradict myself really fast. I will not root for longevity out of anyone, but I will root for longevity for Brandon. Brandon himself, I really don't know Sierra that much. Like, she seems a little bit too, like, boring. She seems boring, okay? Like, they're cute together in the way that they match. Not like, you know what I mean? Like, they just look aesthetically pleasing. I just appreciate the way they look together, and I think that's what most of Bachelor Nation does. Like, if you know Serene and you saw her on Clayton's season, you would know, like, there's not a lot, really, that's that exciting, that interesting about her. She just seems like a very pretty younger sister version of Michelle. That's what me and my husband say to each other all the time. We're like, he really just likes her because she's just a snack size version of Michelle. No hate to her at all, obviously, but just, like, anyways, my heart hurts for Brandon because, like, when he was having that meltdown about, like, oh my god, there's men, what if I go into this thing with Michelle again? Not Rodney, Brandon, like, I feel like he knows deep down, like, Serena wouldn't do that to him, but, like, we kind of thought that maybe Michelle wouldn't do that to him. So I can see where his, like, PTSD was coming from. But anyways, yeah, my heart was hurting for Brandon. Not for Serene, because I really don't think she's that interesting. I just think she's kind of, like, they just look good together. But, like, I root for Brandon because he seems like a pure soul. And I would love to meet him. I could never be friends with him because I would have the fattest crush on him. I wouldn't ruin my marriage for him because he would not be into me. But, like, if he were in my presence, all I would do is lust after him. That's it, literally. Next point that I wrote down was, why is Logan so popular? Logan is literally the, like, blue or white and gold dress. Remember that? When it's like from some angles he's attractive and from other angles he's really not there. Like, some angles I'm like, oh, I get it. Like, he looks like he played baseball in high school. He's a cute guy. And then sometimes I'm like, oh my God. Really? You guys really just want some average, tall looking Caucasians. And you just call that, like, the standard for, like, Bachelor in Paradise royalty. When, like, it has to be the most attractive, most muscular, funniest, like, personality on people of color. Like, people of color gotta go above and beyond, but you gotta look like Logan to be lusted after on this beach. It makes me sick, but it's fine. So, I don't understand why Logan is the most attractive on this beach. Mainly because we don't know, like, anything about Logan, primarily. I think that's the problem. It's just like, what the heck? Logan and Shanae, I think a lot of us have a soft spot more for Shanae in this season because she's having her little redemption arc or whatever. But I don't know. I'm having a hard time rooting for her because of Clayton's season. I'm like, look at this new girl. Like, she's a new person. I don't want to, like, falter for her past. But at the same time, I do have to recognize that is her. But the fact that Logan now can recognize her as, like, the person from Clayton's season as well as the person she is now makes me want to root for them. You know what I mean? So, I'm kind of rooting for Logan and Shanae because that one conversation they had seemed to be like, oh, I see you, you see me. We could be good together because we see each other. But on the other hand, like, this just seems like it's going to be a mess in part 2. I don't know. Another thing that I have written down is that Jill is manic. And I can't tell if I love it or if I'm annoyed by it. Because she has a personality is the thing. Like, I love her personality. I love personality. Okay? I just like when people stand out. I like when people aren't, like, just bland pieces of toast, which is what I call basic people. If you don't have anything going for you, if you don't have some sort of flavor that makes you stand out, then you're just toast. You don't have any jam to add to yourself. You don't have any, like, anything that's going to make you taste like you're different than other pieces of toast. Like, of course, everybody's a little bit unique, which is why toast has variations. But, like, some people are toast and some people are just toast with some extra stuff. But Jill to me is toast with so much on it, and I love it. I live for her commentary, but sometimes I'm like, no, you, like, if I was around you, I can't tell if I would vibe with you. I would have to be drunk to have a genuinely amazing time with you, I think is the thing. And that's where I feel like annoying people thrive. Is like if you're having too good of a time, if you're, like, really drunk. But, like, I don't want to be around you sober. You know? So, next thing that I have in my mind is Genevieve and Shanae's little moment together. That was cute. It was cute because it's like, oh my God, this, like, rivalry that used to hate each other is now bonding because Nick Viall said it best, and I'm going to quote him every single week, even though I don't know how to feel about him. Nick Viall said it best, like, Shanae and Genevieve bond over insecurity, which is so very true. So very true. I see them as very toxic sisterly bond, like, examples. I don't even know how to describe that, but I see them as people who like each other because they can talk mess, if you will. Talk mess about the people that they don't like. Like, they bond over common enemies. But when it comes to, like, being real friends, like, down for real, I don't really see it. But it's fun for TV. It's really fun for TV. And I didn't like the drunk moment. I mean, I thought it was cringe. Like, it made me uncomfortable because I was like, oh my God, if I was ever in that position, I'd just cry. Like, can you imagine when Genevieve was like, you better air it. Can you imagine being so drunk? Like, walking around, smacking your friend's butt, and being like, air this. She has to have some confidence. I don't know. Anyways, the meat and potatoes of this is the Jacob, Kate, Jill, Sarah, and Logan of it all. Okay. I'm just gonna read my little notes. Okay, so the Geometry Beach is what Johnny called it. Also, okay, when Gabby was like, Johnny's hot, you know it, you know it, America, I know it. Honestly, I could see that he's attractive, but hot, like, I think his lips are just a little bit too small for me to be like, you're hot. But I could see it for other people. He looks like he played baseball in high school and definitely was the type of guy to distract you in class. And, like, even if you didn't like him, you still wanted him to like you and to vibe with you. So, I don't even know why I got onto Johnny, because I said Geometry Beach. Okay. Anyways, but the whole thing with that whole love triangle to me is, like, Kate clearly just wants to be here to be here. Kate also is the most toast looking person. She might have a personality, because I can tell, like, she has an assertiveness to her that makes her stand out, but, like, to me, I'm just like, why does Jacob like you so much, and why does Logan like you so much? You just look like the pamphlet for how basic women were made. Anyways, as I was saying, I'm not editing this, so I need to, like, speak succinctly, but it's making me nervous that I'm not doing that. Kate, I don't know why people go for Kate. The Jacob of it all, he's getting cuter and cuter to me as time goes on. I think it's because he has his hair up. When he has his hair up, I think he looks his most attractive. But the whole Jacob and Jill thing is like, come on, stop trying to force monogamy on this man. I said it last week. I'm going to say it forever. Let's not force monogamy on Jacob. I think I'm calling him Jake, which is odd. Nobody has done that in the show. But Jill, oh my God. Okay. I think we're forcing monogamy on Jacob because we just want to see Jill happy, but it's like, Jill, get a man who wants to be monogamous with you. Like, I know you just want to feel special and stuff, but that's not the man that's going to make you do it, I don't think. So people freaking out being like, oh my God, Jill deserves so much. She does not deserve Jacob. That's the thing. Logan and Shanae, whatever. That's really just what it is to me, whatever. Like, it's cute that they see each other, but let's be real. We're not rooting for them, like, in a way we want to see them together. We're not. I'm gonna put my notes up because it's kind of distracting me. Alex and Victoria they look so much like siblings. That's the first thing I said to my husband as I was watching. I was like, these boys look like siblings. And I think that's why they'll, like, work. Not because I'm, like, incestual or whatever. I don't even have biological siblings. But I feel like couples that, like, last long and couples that, like, are willing to, like, make it work for each other look very similar, like, look very much alike. Obviously, like, I'm in an interracial relationship, so that doesn't mean, like, I view couples who don't look alike as unsuccessful, but, like, when couples look like each other, they will do anything to make it work. I think that Victoria's drawn to him because she sees herself in him. But also, I kind of feel like, even though he's really attractive, and he, like, clearly could walk up to any woman ever and, like, make her nervous and, like, googly-eyed, he has such a, like, nerdy energy. He kind of has this, like, nerdy falling over yourself, like, falling over your words. Like, if he didn't look like that, people would discard him. I feel like. I don't know if that's mean to say. It is mean to say. But I just kind of feel like the way that he looks makes up for the way that he speaks. And that's kind of how I just don't feel like they're gonna, like, work for real. It's because his personality is different than the way that he presents physically. Okay, one of my last notes was, like, Shanae and Genevieve being toxic is the highlight of the show that, like, keeps the show, like, light, I think. The whole, like, Shanae and Tyler thing, come on. Dead it. That was stupid. It was literally two people being together. Literally when you just want a physical attraction, but you don't, like, have to put in the work to, like, get to know somebody. That's what that was. But I'm kind of rooting for Brittany and Tyler, and I'm kind of nervous for them to go back to the beach, because it's like, oh shoot, Andrew's there, and he's gonna be brokenhearted. But I root for Andrew and, what the heck is her name? What the heck is her name? She got rejected last by Ivan. Jasenia. Because, oh my God, like, Jasenia deserves so... The most unappreciated person on this beach is Jasenia, and I put that on everything. Because, like, why do none of these men know that Jasenia is such a beautiful catch and such a, like, sweet-looking person? Like, I'm upset for her because I just kind of feel like there's so many beautiful brown sugar women that are not getting appreciated. Like, I just want Andrew and her to work out because they seem like they vibe a lot better than Andrew and Brittany. Andrew and Brittany just kind of feels like off, you know? Feels off. But so another person that felt off was Sierra and Michael. Like, to me, it just kind of felt weird. And so the fact that Michael's moving on and, like, cohabitating, whatever the heck, the vibing with Danielle, I'm rooting for it. I don't think it'll last. I really don't. I kind of feel like it's just like, oh, well, he found somebody who he had something in common with, but, like, are we really rooting for them as people? We don't really know them as a couple. So we're kind of just rooting for their happiness as opposed to, like, them working together. You know? That's how I feel. But those were all of my thoughts on Bachelor in Paradise season, whatever season this is, week 5, part 1. I will be posting week 5, part 2 tomorrow because me and my husband are watching tonight on Hulu. If you enjoyed this, you can come back tomorrow, or you can just subscribe and, like, see that I've uploaded. I feel so uncomfortable about asking people to subscribe because it's like, do what you want. It's a free country. Do what you want. It's a free country. But at the same time, support a girl. Like, support a girl. Like, it costs nothing to just go and just to, like, make my day. Anyways, enough of the emotional manipulation. Have a good rest of the day.